vows. The first thing that we're going to do is that Hanna's sister Eve is going to read a passage from the United States Supreme Court's decision recently in the gay rights case in Obergefell. So would you like to do it?
No union is more profound than marriage, for it embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. In forming a marital union, two people become something greater than once they were. As some of the petitioners in this case demonstrate, marriage embodies a love that may endure even past death. It would misunderstand these men and women to say that they disrespect the idea of marriage. Their plea is that they do respect it so deeply that they seek to find its fulfillment for themselves. Their hope is not to be condemned to live in loneliness, excluded from one of civilization's oldest institutions. They ask for equal dignity in the eyes of the law. The Constitution grants them that right. It is so ordered.
Hanna has programmed a madrigal from The Mikado, written by Gilbert and Sullivan. Brightly dawns our wedding day. Brightly dawns our wedding day.
Joyous now we give thee greeting. Whither art thou fleeting? Fickle moment, prithee stay. Fickle moment, prithee stay. What though mortal joys be hollow?
Pleasures come if sorrows follow.
Though those toxins sound narrow. Yet until the shadows fall over one and over all,
Sing a merry madrigal.
sing a merry madrigal, sing a merry madrigal. Fa la 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 la.
Let us try the ready tear.
Though the hours are surely creeping, little need for woeful weeping, till the sad sundown is near, till the sad sundown is here. All must sip the cup of sorrow.
I today, if thou tomorrow,
Miss the close of every soul. Ding dong, ding dong. Watch those solemn shadows fall, sooner or later overall.
sing a merry madrigal.
Sing a merry madrigal, sing a merry madrigal. Fa la 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 la. La
And my dear friend Trajan McGill has a few words for us next.
I'd like to reflect for a few moments on just one short phrase from the Hebrew Scriptures, which came up in our conversations about the marriage we are celebrating today. In the 5th chapter of the Song of Songs, a book which relates the poetry of two lovers' voices pronouncing praise for one another at length, one of those voices makes the declaration, "This is my beloved, and this is my friend." Beloved and friend. Love and friendship may be everyday words, but they are powerful ingredients when both are truly present and combined. Once long ago, in a different venue, I had occasion to describe what it was to be Hanna's friend. And I think I used words something like this. Physicists and philosophers speak of the existence of an infinite multitude of all possible universes. Maybe somewhere out there, in one of those universes, is there someone more fiercely loyal to her friends than Hanna Stotland? But not, I suspect, anywhere in the universe in which I inhabit. Those of you who have been lucky enough to be a part of any circle which Hanna has decided to make her own know what I'm talking about. And if that is how dedicated she is toward those of us to whom she hasn't ever made vows of perpetual faithfulness and devotion, one can hardly imagine the level, the magnitude of permanent ally in life Andy is gaining today. And if you have heard Andy when he speaks of Hanna, you know that this is unquestionably a two-way alliance. His devotion to her success, his pride in her strength, and his appreciation for her character are evident. And these things are demonstrated not only in his talk, but in his presence by her side. And when you put the two of them together, you find something that is exciting to behold in their commitment, their care, their joy, and their humility toward one another. One of the marks of a mature person is the ability to recognize and admire qualities which another person has in excess of one's own. One of the marks of this relationship, which gives me confidence in its ability to endure and serve them both well, is the fact that Andy and Hanna are both intellectually and emotionally capable of seeing each other's differences as opportunities for themselves to grow. These two surely share both the respect and loyalty of friend and the steadfastness and adoration of beloved. Hanna, Andy, you bind yourselves together today with a promise that exceeds the power of either of you alone to fulfill. In fact, to make such a promise would be folly, except that in so doing, you are fashioning something new, something which can face the world and all its challenges with immense strength. There is more than just a pair of individuals who each alone carry out these vows. There is a union of which each of the two of you forms a part. It is a partnership, the deepest, most thorough partnership known to human beings. Each of you must uphold your end of this partnership, but the two of you together in union can uphold more than the sum of your individual strengths. Love is a matter of the heart, the soul, the mind, and the strength. May all the blessings of all of these ingredients of love be upon you and in you both, in your individual selves and in your combined union, for as long as you both shall live.
There you go. Oh, there you go. Where do you want me?
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Again, I'd like to welcome all of you and thank you for joining us today. We hope that this will be a day of gladness and thanksgiving and possibility and good fortune for all of us, but especially for Hanna and Andy, who are coming together for the celebration of their marriage. We are happy that Hanna and Andy have found each other and that they know how well suited they are for one another. You have come here today to join together in marriage, a legal and sacred union. Your mutual decision to join together is one to which you have come freely and soberly, based on a mature love as well as friendship. This ceremony is a celebration of your commitment to each other, and having expressed your commitment in this way, it will certainly become deeper and richer hereafter. Because marriage is a pledge of permanent faith and fidelity. It declares our highest aspiration for perfect love. Thus, it is a sacred act for the two of you and a sign to your families, friends, and society that you consider it sacred and need their support to sustain it. Few of us are strong enough to meet the tests of life alone. Regardless of talent or achievements, regardless of our belief in ourselves, we need another to whom we can turn when the veil of sorrow and pain falls on our shoulders. At the same time, the joys of life, the beauty of the setting sun, the excitement of success are fuller when enjoyed together. As you know and have observed, marriage is not unilateral. Each partner must respect the other. Each must understand the other. At times, when understanding is an act of faith rather than reason. Each must be faithful to each other. Each must be willing to reveal oneself to the other. Each must love the other. George Eliot wrote, "What greater thing is there for two human souls than to feel that they are joined for life, to strengthen each other in all labor, to rest on each other in all sorrow, to minister to each other in all pain, to be one with each other in silent, unspeakable memories at the moment of the last parting." In this spirit, I will ask you to state your vows. Andrew, will you have Hanna to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Hanna, will you have Andrew to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
All right, Andrew, you want to take Hanna's stand? So if you'll repeat after me, I, Andrew, take you, Hanna,
I, Andrew, take you, Hanna,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish till death do us part.
to love and to cherish till death do us part.
With this ring, I promise you my love and faithfulness.
With this ring, I promise you my love and faithfulness.
Go ahead, shove it. It's okay. Doesn't hurt. Just push hard.
Okay. You have a second ring? All right. I, Hanna, take you, Andrew,
I, Hanna, take you, Andrew,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish till death do us part.
to love and to cherish till death do us part.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I promise you my love and faithfulness.
I promise you my love and faithfulness.
Bush.
Inasmuch as you, Andrew, and you, Hanna, have consented together to be joined in marriage and have declared the same through the ceremony, I pronounce that you are husband and wife and joined in marriage in accordance with the laws of the state of Illinois. You may kiss.
And the last part of the ceremony is just a song from me to Andrew. You can feel free to sit down if you like. And Dan Seagal would be accompanying on viola. Wait for everybody. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh, yeah, at last. The skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a thrill that I can speak to, a thrill that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I had never known. Oh, you smile, oh, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven. For you are mine at Now the party. All right, well, we're gonna sign the license, but you guys party.
Make it legal.
License, I'm gonna make a toast.
I shouldn't even be making this toast because I like my children to stay at home and be little children. And that's my baby that just got married. And the second reason I shouldn't be making this toast is because I'm used to the men making the toast. But my daughter Eve told me that I was ruining my feminist bona fides if only the men gave the toast. So I said, okay, I would give a toast. So she said, but you didn't give a toast at my wedding. So first, a toast to Eve and Ben on your wedding. And may you be very happy, celebrate many anniversaries, and have a beautiful baby girl. So now I can say a few words about Hanna. Even in utero, Hanna Stotland was not going to be intimidated by being the youngest of 4 sisters. She weighed the most when she was born. She grew the tallest. She has the loudest voice and the most outspoken self-confidence. At age 4, she was insulted to be given a children's menu at a restaurant. At age 5, she went to see the Mikado, and she did not agree with the staging. She never suffered fools gladly, even when they were her teachers. And as she grew up, she mastered drawing, cooking, and singing. She did not master housekeeping. And in all fairness, she had no one to teach her housekeeping. She loved cats. And into her life came Andy Rubenberg, who is highly competent at his work and at housekeeping. He is as even-tempered as she is hot-tempered. He likes this woman who is strong and smart, and he loves cats. His mother and father love Hanna. Hanna likes taking care of Andy. She cooks for him, she sings for him. And he makes sure everything is reasonably tidy afterwards. Andy's cat is intimidated by Hanna's smart, assertive, not to say bully, cat. But Andy is not in the least intimidated by Hanna. Eventually, the cats have to be separated. But Andy and Hanna have to be together. And now they are.
Since this is the mother's turn today, instead of the father's talking, Ron kept saying we have to say something, and I just never came up with anything. But I knew what I wanted to say. I just want, from the beginning, when Andy, he called me, and as the mother of the groom, I'm very fortunate. I have 3 sons, and I have 2 stepsons and a stepdaughter. And I consider myself very lucky with all of that. But Andy, he had gone through some problems. And he suddenly called me and said, Mom, I just met somebody online. And it was really weird because I stopped using
OkCupid.
whichever he was on, I can't remember.
OkCupid.
And then he tried this other one. It was free, what the heck, and I'll just try it. And he said, Mom, I just put my name in it and just sent it with just a little bit of information, and this person answered. It's really neat. Okay, fast forward a little bit. He was away, he calls me up, and being his mother, he said, Mom, can you pick me up at the airport? Plane's coming in about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And I said, yes. He's saying, are you out of your gourd? You know, you're going to go at that hour to O'Hare Airport. And I said, yeah. And then the plane was delayed, and we're in the car finally, and we're driving home. And at that time, he lived less than a mile from us. And in the car, he is saying, would you mind going to Glencoe to pick Hanna up? And it's like, okay. She's giving this lecture, and now you have to understand, I have absolutely no sense of direction, so he's guiding me. I know how to get from point A to point B, but that's about it. So he guides me there, and we get there, and we can't find her, and he's panicking. It turns out she went across the street, and they fell into each other's arms. And I knew, okay, this is something going on here. So now we'll fast forward a little bit more. And I told him, I'm sorry, Jerry, but I told him I get to meet her officially. I had met her in the car, but I got to meet her first. And he's used to me, his father. And they came to our house for dinner at 6 o'clock. At 1 in the morning, we sort of helped them out the door. We didn't keep them there. But during that time, and I don't think you know this, every time if she had to go out of the room, Mom, she's perfect, she's perfect. And he kept saying that. And it just didn't stop. And at the end of that evening, you two were going to California to be with Nada and Harold and the family. And I said, well, gee, you're going to be right by us, because we also lived in Arizona in Scottsdale. And it was right over the holidays. And I said, well, why don't you stop over? We have the breakfast, our brunch on New Year's Day. And he said, I always wanted to go. Well, they came. And when it was time for them to leave, Ron even said, I don't want them to go. They were with us for about 7 days, and we had a wonderful time. And then again, fast forward a little bit, and this is the one I might cry at. When we were out, we started to go to the theater together. And so Hanna and I went to the restroom as well. All women always go with somebody else.
This was way back when. This was before we had gone to Arizona.
Was it before?
Yeah, oh yeah, this is the first time we had dinner and a show.
Okay.
We'd been going out for like 4 months.
Yeah, well, when I said to her, and this is the most important part, was I thanked her for giving my son back to me. This is my son, not what he was before. So, thank you.
Anyone have a funny toast? No, it was good. It's just deeply emotional.
So, Webster's dictionary defines friend. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. So, Andy and I go back, way back to high school. We didn't go to the same school, but we became friends, and he glommed on to my friends, and so we all hung out together. And then we lost touch when he went to college. And about 20 or so years later, during which time absolutely nothing happened. Nothing happened during those 20 years. We got back in touch by a fluke involving a poker tournament, my cousin's name tag, and a last name that is very, very unusual. So Andy got back in touch with me, and one of the surprising things is how quickly we got back into being friends after being apart for so long. And I think it reminded me a lot of some of the things that we did when we were friends back in high school, like talking about girls and boys. And Andy was doing the dating thing and was frustrated, and like a lot of guys are. Believe me, I know. And of course, then he met Hanna, and that all changed. And it's been great watching the two of them. And so for me, what I just wanted to bring across is that the secret to friendship, besides not talking to each other for decades, is companionship, trust, being able to laugh at the same things and enjoy hanging out together. And I think that there's a lot of similarities between friendships and a marriage. There are a few extra things that we're not going to get into that you get from a marriage. But I just wanted to say that I'm very happy that the two of them found each other. And if I had my glass, I'd raise it, but everyone raise a glass.
And I met you on our 5th date.
And yes, on the 5th date, and we won't talk anymore about the details.
Okay.
Anyway. Thank you.